FlowyTracking. Getting started tutorial. Step 1. Register in the FlowyTracking application. To start the free 15-day trial, the first thing we have to do is to register. Click on the register link, and then we fill in our data. Finally, click on the register button below. Step 2. Create the domain and start the subscription. Click on the Create Domain button that appears in the center of the application. Once inside, we establish the data of our domain. If we have a test domain, we can also add it. Select our e-commerce system. We select our payment plan and set up a payment method. Once everything is done, we can create the domain by clicking on the Create button. Your free 15-day trial will start from that moment. Step 3. Generate and import the workspace to Google Tag Manager. From the Google Tag Manager Workspace tab, we can configure the tags we want to use in our e-commerce. For the example, we are only going to activate and configure Google Analytics 4. Once we have everything configured to our liking, click on the Download Workspace button located on the right side. FlowyTracking will generate your workspace, a JSON file that contains all the configuration about the tags you selected in this process. Let's import the JSON file you downloaded to your Google Tag Manager account. To do so, within the account, go to the Admin tab. Click on Import Container. We look for the file on our computer. Select the workspace where we want to import it. Select the import mode. Next, the system will give us information about what it will do with the import. Finally, click on the Confirm button. Now we have our workspace imported. We will see that if we access sections such as tags, triggers, or variables, there is data inside. Step 4. Install the connector plugin in your e-commerce. In the FlowyTracking application, we go to the Connect with e-commerce section and download the corresponding connector. We proceed to install it following the official guidelines of each e-commerce. Once installed, we will have access to the connector, and if all the previous steps have been performed correctly, we will be able to see the configuration area. If we cannot see the configuration area, it is very likely that we have not registered our domain in the FlowyTracking application or that we have disabled it. We activate the connector and set our container ID. We can extract it in our Google Tag Manager account as I show below. Finally, we apply changes. Step 5. Verify that everything is working correctly. From our Google Tag Manager account, we click on the Preview button located on the right side. It will open a window in which we will have to set our domain and press the Connect button. It will open our domain in a new tab. If everything went well, we will see the Google Consent version 2 pop-up that FlowyTracking will have inserted in your e-commerce. If we go back to the Google Tag Manager preview, we will also see several events on the left side. Homepage event. If we navigate to the home of our e-commerce, we should see the homepage event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Product event. If we navigate to the internal view of a product, we should see the product event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Add to cart event. If we add a product to the cart, we should see the Add to Cart event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Category event. If we navigate to a category page, we should see the category event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Cart event. If we navigate to the cart view, we should see the cart event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Checkout Start event. If we navigate to the checkout, we should see the Checkout Start event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Purchase event. If we finalize a purchase, in the Thank you for your order view, we should see the purchase event in the Google Tag Manager preview. Final step, publish the workspace. Once all the configuration is done and verified that everything works correctly, we can publish the workspace so that the changes are applied on the live site. Remember that if in the future you want to add or modify any tag, you should generate a new workspace, import it into your Google Tag Manager account, and publish it again so that the changes are applied. Extra Content 1. About Google Consent version 2. FlowyTracking includes full integration with Google Consent version 2. To edit this mode, we go to the Google Consent version 2 tab. We can enable or disable it, change positions of the cookie pop-up, change all the design colors to suit your corporate image, and we can also translate its content into different languages. Extra Content 2. Send conversions from FlowyTracking. From the Orders tab, we can send conversions manually. In this tab, you will have a record of all the conversions made on your site, and it will tell you if they have been tracked or not. Remember that in order to do this, you have to set the container ID in the General Setup tab. We also include connection with Google Ads in case the conversions you need to send from this panel can come from your Google campaigns. Extra Content 3. Tutorials. From the tutorial section, you will find more useful information about FlowyTracking. Over time, we will be improving this section, uploading new video tutorials. Extra Content 4. Support tickets. If you have any questions or problems, go to the Support section and do not hesitate to open a ticket. We will assist you quickly. Extra Content 5. My Account section. From the section My Account, you will be able to modify your account information and also set your tax ID to remove taxes in case your company is registered in the European Register. Extra Content 6. Payment section. From the Payment section, you will be able to quickly manage the plans for each domain, as well as your payment methods, and consult your invoice history.